2 Samuel 1:21 through 23 is where I'll mainly be focusing. Now, to give a little background on what happened here, this is after Saul's death. And so this is David mourning, giving a song of mourning, which is called Lament. Now, and both Saul and Jonathan died, and he let know this. Ye mountains of Gibeah, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain upon you, for no fields of offerings, for there the shield of the mighty is vanly cast away, the shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. So Saul was anointed with oil to show that he's king. We see how oil in the Bible symbolizes the Holy Spirit. So it shows that God's presence was with him as king. This point would have changed when God sent Samuel to David to anoint him with oil. At that point in time, God's Spirit wasn't guiding Saul anymore, it was leading David. But we see how David still recognizes him as the Lord's anointed. And when this man came before him in this chapter and told him he killed Saul, which the man was lying, because we see in 1 Chronicles what actually happens. But this man was trying to win favor with David, who was going to be and was to be the next king. David says that, "Who are you to cast down the Lord's anointed?" And he was the Lord's anointed because he was king. Samuel the prophet went to him and anointed him with oil. And mountains of Gibeah, this is the area where Saul died. So he's saying, allow the land to be a remembrance of what happened here. Don't let things grow. That way people remember what happened, is what he's actually saying. Because the Lord's anointed died here. Now, it's also possible that most likely, due to Saul being the king, that his shield and his sword would have been anointed with oil and prayed over by a prophet at a certain time because of his. This isn't something they would have did with everybody, but Saul being king, it would have been something significant. This most likely would have been done with David as well. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. So what this is saying is they were warriors. They were very successful warriors. They went to battle. They didn't run from it. They didn't scatter from the fight. Their whole life they won in the Lord. They had victories. Even with this feat, what happened here, I'm sure Saul defeated some men before his death. Verse 23. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than eagles and stronger than lions. Now, it's saying they had a closeness together, and they died at the same time. There was a bond. They were father and son. This bond was stronger than just that. They chose to be close to each other. You can have a father and not be close to choose to him. Like many people choose not to be close to God, not accept him as their father. But that doesn't change the fact that he's still the father, regardless of them choosing not to have that closeness to him. But Jonathan and Saul chose to have that closeness together. An eagle just glides through air. It don't really, once it reaches a certain level, it allows the wind to carry it. So this is what he's describing them, the way they moved. They moved without actually having to do much. They just used what they had to allow it to keep moving them. And of course, lions, a strong animal, known for its strength. And this is how he describes them.